In this module, we will learn the inputs, tools and techniques, and outputs of the close project or phase process. The close project or phase process involves the review and finalization that all project activities and objectives have been properly completed. This includes ensuring all exit criteria have been met, transferring of deliverables to the next phase, operations, or the customer, and the formal documentation and archival of lessons learned. There are three key inputs to the close project or phase process. The project management plan may include the metrics that will be used to measure the success of project completion, as well as exit criteria and procedures. Accepted deliverables represent intermediate or final deliverables that have passed stakeholder acceptance inspections in the validate scope process. Organizational process assets may include organizational policies or templates for project closure, such as an exit criteria checklist. While there are several tools and techniques described for the close project or phase process, the major theme is to perform the administrative steps required to formally close one phase of the project and move on to the next, or to formally close the project as a whole. This involves following the exit criteria described by the project management plan, capturing lessons learned, and assisting with any transitions that need to take place between two phases or between the end of a project and customer operations. Expert judgment is a common tool and technique used to describe the experience and expertise that the project management team, consultants, or other project stakeholders may bring. Data analysis can be used to review exit criteria and procedures. Examples may include techniques such as document analysis, regression analysis, trend analysis, and variance analysis to generate information for lessons learned. Meetings can be used to help project stakeholders identify lessons learned and complete deliverable handoff. There are just three outputs of the close project or phase process. Final product, service, or result transition is the formal handover of intermediate deliverables from one phase to the next, or the final deliverable from the performing organization to the requester, an internal customer, external customer, or end users. The Lessons Learned Register is the formal documentation of lessons learned generated by the project team during each phase and the project as a whole. These may include project files, closure documents, and historical information. The final report is a summary of the performance of the project or phase to include scope, schedule, cost, quality, and other project objectives and details. The close project or phase process involves the review and finalization that all project activities and objectives have been properly completed. This process happens after deliverables have been accepted, therefore focuses more on internal closure procedures. In the event that a project is terminated early, this process should be performed to investigate and document the reasons for termination and the extent of completion. In addition to understanding what is part of this process, it is also useful to consider what is not part of this process. You may notice that there is no mention of releasing the project team, as they will be needed to help with this process. Additionally, there is no mention of closing any contracts that may be sponsoring this project, since this is outside of the scope of project management.